Matt. According to the CDC's latest the CDC, there have been 15 confirmed cases of coronavirus in the United States and tens of thousands in China. We're over a month into flu season, and while no one wants to come down with the flu, people are far more afraid of contracting coronavirus. Since the first person-to-person case was confirmed in the United States over 2 weeks ago, public concern has grown over the possibility of a national outbreak. This is partly because there have been so many flu cases this season, and those who have the flu exhibit many of the same symptoms as those with coronavirus, like fever and cough. But Benefice pediatrician Jean Moore said one symptom sets the two viruses apart: difficulty breathing. According to Moore and the CDC, those who contract coronavirus often experience trouble breathing or shortness of breath. However, Moore did stress that exposure is the key determining factor in every coronavirus diagnosis.
If you know that your child has come in contact with someone who has been to China, or with someone that has had the virus, or like it mainly has traveled to those regions. That's the criteria for the CDC right now for testing, is that you have these symptoms and you have that contact.
The CDC says that the U.S. population is at a low immediate health risk from coronavirus, as the general American population is unlikely to be exposed to it. While there have been far fewer cases of coronavirus here in the United States, for students in China, the virus is a frightening reality. One online teacher in Vaughan is doing her part to help students from China feel supported in the midst of the coronavirus outbreak.
This is Megan, an English instructor for students in China who transitioned from teaching in front of a classroom to in front of a computer screen. When she left the classroom, she thought that was the end of the bond between her and her students.
When I decided to stop doing that, I thought, well, there's no way I can ever build that kind of student-teacher relationship with a student that's halfway around the world and just through a computer. And I was really wrong about that. I have very close relationships with both the families and the students.
But with that closeness comes concern for her students' well-being.
It's scary. It's scary to see how it's impacting my students. It's scary to see how it's impacting the families. Some of the families, some of the parents of my students are in the healthcare field, and my students are missing their moms and dads, and they're worried about them.
As coronavirus infections increase in China, schools have shut down, leaving many of Megan's students confined to their homes.
They are, in most cases, in a small apartment, confined with just their family members. So you can imagine, after a snowstorm in Montana, we get cabin fever, like we want to get outside, and that's how they've been feeling, but they're in an apartment. Their school has been canceled indefinitely, so they are starting to take classes online.
Hence the rise in online classes like hers. In addition to English, she also teaches them about hope.
Number one, be a positive, exciting force during our class, trying to make it as fun and exciting as possible.
By providing them a window into her world.
It's their only chance to see America, and especially in Montana, because we lead such rural lifestyles. They just love seeing the cows and the horses, and just little moments like that has been a huge uplift for all of the families that I know.
Megan says sending them photos and videos of our own lives can actually help improve theirs.
As long as we can continue to provide some ray of hope for them, I think that can make even the smallest difference.
If you'd like to send Megan students your support, you can forward e-cards, photos, and videos for the students to Megan through a link on our website.